Today's topic is self-development. On this channel, I have been putting out topics concerning self-development, but I haven't really talked about what self-development is. I posted this on Twitter and I decided that, oh, I haven't even done a topic on this on my YouTube channel. So I decided, okay, let me post it on my YouTube channel. So self-development simply means developing yourself. It's as simple as that. But what does it mean to develop yourself? I feel like a certain point comes in everybody's lives where you just know that you just need to improve. Like certain things that you do, you just know that you're already too old for them. It's time for you to change and do something new with yourself, with your life. You understand? And this particular point came to me, I think sometime last year. I felt that I need to change. I need to change certain things about myself. Like it was just like um sometimes I'll talk about like this is what I want, this is how I want my life to be. But if I began to look at the way I acted, like I saw it somewhere like if you look at the way you're acting and you're looking at where you're going, do you really think that you're really going to go there? So I began to look at the way I was behaving and the way I pictured my future in my mind. I was like, if I continue like this, I wasn't going to go anywhere. And these are certain things that I am doing, I'm currently doing, and certain things I've already, some of them I've already done, but some of them I'm still currently doing because self development is a process, is a journey. You can never be fully there yet. Okay, so some of the things that developing yourself entails includes stopping bad habits and replacing them with rewarding habits. I feel like everybody, in fact, everybody has a particular habit that they do know that is bad. I feel like as far as the habit is not affecting your life so negative. I feel like there's certain habits that obviously like alcoholism, oversleeping, laziness, excessive procrastination, certain things like these are like very, very bad. But everybody has they do them once in a while. But once it becomes a habit, it's like if you don't do it, your day is not complete. And you do know in the long run, they do not help you, especially procrastination. I do, still do have a problem, but I'm working on it now. But I had a problem with procrastination, and it was something that I just got tired one day. I was like, what is it, Seth? Like, I feel it almost cost me something. I just don't remember what it cost me. But I think maybe it was an exam or subject or something like that. But I was like, if I had done this at so time, I wouldn't be doing this at this time. Do you understand me? Because when you're supposed to do something for now and you say it for later, what you're supposed to do later, you begin to like to time them and then it's like you don't do them right, you know, like push them and at the end of the day everything just compiles and you just have like a mental breakdown. Like this is just an example. I use procrastination as an example. Anybody can have maybe oversleeping can be a very bad habit. Gossiping, you just sit down and you are gossiping from morning till night. These are like bad habits that need to be replaced with good ones. It could be procrastination, or for me, when I do realize that this is what I'm supposed to do, I usually like time myself and once that time reached and I have not yet done what I'm supposed to do, I really feel like very bad. So I feel like that kind of thing is like some sort of punishment for me. So if they think I'm supposed to do something, it's not all the time that I don't procrastinate. I'm still working on it. But it's better. So when I do certain things, I'm happy with myself. I actually like, oh, I say you're going to do so and so. At least even if you say you're going to do five things today, but you're able to do three or you're able to do four, that's good enough. So that's for point number one. You know you have a bad habit, you recognize them immediately and you try to change them. It's not going to be easy at all. Like sometimes like you're punishing yourself, but at the same time, these things are going to build up and reward you in the future. Imagine if you were supposed to do something at some time, but because you were like, oh, let me finish. Sometimes when you're like, let me do so and so, and like, oh, okay, let me do it's like, oh, let me not do okay, let me do it. I end up doing it. Sometimes you end up doing the joining the ones that you're supposed to do ahead of time into that one, and then you see that you have much more free time to do whatever you want. But do you? But that's that point number one. Point number two is investing in yourself. Investing in yourself could include acquiring skills, hairdressing, computer programming, computer designing, or something like that. The different skills that are out there that you can learn and setting courses, even courses. For me personally, I'm doing courses right now on different education apps. I don't know if it's okay for me to say them here, but I've been selling courses on different educating apps. There are like really cheap ones, there are really expensive ones. Obviously, I'm doing the ones that I can, my budget can afford. But these are very good things that you know, this saying that says no knowledge is a waste, which is very true. So while I'm doing these courses, obviously I'm writing them down. I'm reading different help books, not storybooks. Storybooks are good. I'm an avid reader of storybooks, but I decided that, you know what, let me just ditch storybooks for now and start reading self-help books. And that's what I've been doing for the past 3 months. I think I've been reading self-help books, and they are very nice. So while you read, you jot them down, you're acquiring your skill, you're doing this. At the end of the day, all these things are going to come up and help you, or you're going to play out. One day you need something or an opportunity comes, and because you're already like grounded in something like that, you easily grab it, or it gives you an edge over those whom you're working with. That's that for investing in yourself. And the third point is going to be recognizing toxic, bad, unhelpful relationships. It doesn't have to be with a boyfriend or with a girlfriend, with a husband or wife or anything. It could be friendships too. So you recognize, even family, recognize certain relationships that do not help you. They are not pushing you. They are not like adding anything. You have a particular friend group that all they do from morning to night, they gossip, they go to party. No, nobody says anything is bad with gossiping. For me, I don't see anything bad in gossiping. I mean, I gossip too. It's not excessive, but you can't deny that gossips are sweet. But if you have a friend group that all they do is just gossip, if like I do know I had, was she my friend? Yeah, she was somehow my friend. But I do realize that one time she saw someone reading and she was like, "Wahala for who they read." I was like, "You do know that exams are around the corner. How can you be looking at someone reading and you're like making fun of the person?" Again, so if you have a friendship that doesn't add any value to your life, they're always gossiping or they're always watching movies. Nothing's wrong watching movies again, but when once you're doing them for the time they're supposed to be productive, that's when it becomes a problem. So you have a friendship that always brings you down, brings down your self-esteem. You're never good enough for them, always comparing you, always laughing at you, or making jokes at your expense. You need to cut off those kind of friendships. Sometimes it's better to just be alone for a particular point. I feel like this self development, I won't call it a movement or anything, but it came to me last year, and that was because I was alone. I didn't have anything that I was doing, and throughout that particular time, because I was always just with myself, I just said that I feel like there's more that I could do, because my thoughts were always, obviously, if you don't have someone you're talking to, a time will come when you get tired of talking to yourself. I decided to start writing down my thoughts, and that's how I came up with the idea for my YouTube channel. So sometimes you need to cut off your friends, cut off certain friends, not all, cut off certain friends, certain relationships or people that do not help you, and begin to find yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're going to find something good. That's just what happens when you cut off bad friends. The fourth one is going to be working on yourself. I feel like it's just the same thing as investing in yourself and doing other things, but just finding those areas of faults that you know within yourself that are bad, not good. Like you see someone thriving, and instead of you to be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for that person," the first thing that comes to your mind is, "Oh, how did she get it? How did he get it?" Maybe you feel like they don't deserve it. You need to, if you're that kind of person, you need to work on yourself. It's also part of self development. If you're always looking for the bad in people, you need to stop that. If you have a low self esteem, or you're heavily criticizing yourself all the time, you also need to work on yourself too. So that's that for self development. But one thing I have noticed is that certain people who are already are on a journey. So if I'm talking too fast, I'm a fast talker. I need to learn how to calm myself down when I'm talking sometimes. But one thing I do notice about people who are already like in this journey of self development, not all of them though. I have noticed some people, because I follow communities that are in this, so that it helps inspire me and make me know what I'm doing and not lose focus. But it's that some of them begin to feel that they are better than the people that they have left behind. Yes, some of the people that you're left behind are actually like, they're not really nice people. But the fact that when you're talking, it's as if they are degrading them. You know better than anybody. In as much as that person is not like the other person is not interested in working on themselves or like trying to turn their life around, it doesn't make them any less better than you, or in any way. Certain things they know, certain things you don't. So when you're like, "Oh, so and so person is like this, how can she be like this? Da da da, you're supposed to be like this." Yes, you're saying from a place of good that, oh, this person is supposed to start doing this for themselves so that you're going to see the rewards. But do not be degrading people. Work on yourself. When you finish working on yourself, perhaps that person might see that, oh, it's not the same person that I used to work with before, that I used to do like this, and that, this. It's always like this. Oh, I you need to start doing this. Sometimes some of them might not be mean. They're like, ah, she's not beginning to feel like you're not doing anything. Oh. You're not beginning to feel like a big person. Some of your friends begin to, your former friends begin to hate you and stuff like that. It's normal, but the rewards are amazing. But I'm still there. I'm still working on myself. The results are not showing yet, but they are showing within me. I can see certain changes in myself, but obviously not everybody's going to see it yet. But I'm yet for it. I'm waiting for it to like blossom from inside, outside. You know, I think the leveling up process and everything is when you begin to work on yourself, it begins to show on the outside, and that way it's much more sustainable. If that makes any sense, as opposed to wanting to look like it, but you're not actually it on the inside. So self-development, I'm not saying that self-development is going to be easy. Obviously, it's going to be hard to unlearn certain behaviors, certain traits, certain things that are considered normal to you. But yes, they're normal, but they are not helpful at the same time. So it's going to be very difficult. It could take days, months, years. I'm still in the process, and I started last year. I'm not yet there. I'm seeing changes, but I'm going to keep on working. So it's going to take a very long time, and it's not going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to lose a lot of friends. Luckily for me, I haven't lost my one true friend from all these years. So just be careful with the kind of people that you surround yourself with actually during this time, because it's very, very sensitive. It's very easy for you to just fall back to what you know. But if you have a very good friend, or very good friends, a very good support group, it's going to help you. Or you can simply subscribe to my channel and keep on seeing premium content. It's going to help you on your journey. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. I do notice that people do tend to not watch the end of my video. What's going on? Am I boring? What's happening? So make sure you watch the end. Thank you very much. I said this at the beginning itself that you should watch this video to the end. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you reached up to this point, thank you for watching. And please subscribe, like, yeah, turn on notifications, and also follow me on Twitter. And that is for this video. I'm going to see you